Dr. Kemi Lawrence, continuing on the situation with the Uber driver, Mr. Stephen, and the lawmaker, Hon Alex, the case is becoming a little bit complicated. VDM did an interview with the driver, and DG Adeyanju's office filed a petition at the IGP's office. And VDM's interview is very critical. I've seen some things that many of you may not have seen, and it's pretty serious. Let me tell you what they are now. This driver, Mr. Stephen, his car was seized or impounded. His car is here in the police station. The first thing the IGP needs to do is to authorize that car to be released. The car has nothing to do with nothing, okay? I don't believe he was in the car when the assault happened. It was outside the car. Now, impounding the car, there has to be an independent person that will search that car and make sure nothing has been placed in any part of that car. We're dealing with some diabolical stuff. Just wait till the end. We're dealing with some diabolical stuff, potential diabolical stuff. Now, holding that car, before he picks up his car needs to be released to him. That's his source of bread to feed him and his family. He has to do an independent inspection of that car. VDM, if you're watching, please tag VDM, people. No tagging of any blogs or anybody on my page. VDM is okay. VDM, if you're watching, I'm going to send a message to JJ Adeyanju now because I know JJ personally. They should clear that car. In other words, make sure the police have not inserted anything or planted any drugs or anything into that boy's car, Mr. Stephen's car. Release his car to him. It's a disgrace to see that the police actually released the lawmaker and kept the driver in custody for questioning. The lawmaker was released. Why? And you kept the car of the guy, his daily bread. You have a lawmaker that just said, if that driver likes, he can call the IGP, and that driver will disappear from Nigeria and nothing will happen. I'm concerned about two things. Disappear from Nigeria and nothing will happen. As in what? What country is he going? Or you're planning to kill him, dump him inside some crate and take him outside Nigeria to maybe Cotonou or Cameroon and throw him into the Atlantic Ocean? Is that what you're talking about? Alex, how many people have you threatened? How many people have you killed? How many people have you dumped out of Nigeria? We know what's going on. We're investigative journalists, and we will dig through this, okay? I'm untouchable. No one can touch me. No one even knows where I live in the world. I'm just telling you now that you cannot keep intimidating Nigerians, especially hardworking Nigerians. That guy could be doing Yahoo now inside the house on the computer. He's driving a car up and down with the petrol prices. And he's not even delivering someone to a location. He's delivering a snail, which brings me to the snail. People, like I said, we might be dealing with the diabolical stuff. Share my video. So I called my babalawo. Or shall I say mamalawo? Yeah, I have one now. You guys know Mrs. Adewale now from 2019. Okay, let me tell you about Mrs. Adewale. This is I don't do juju, but listen to this. Mrs. Adewale is the lady I went to see in 2019 when my son had those rashes. Do you remember anyone that followed me those days on Instagram Live when Rich KJT had the crow thing that was just crazy? And, you know, we went to Igbobi and Igbobi tested him. They didn't find a virus. They didn't find a bacteria in the crusty part of his skin. And it was one nurse in Igbobi that said I should go to Alagbo market, Agbo, so in Agege. So when we went to Agege market, we saw different kinds of Agbo people. When you go to Agbo market, is where you see all the juju men there, all cats, snakes, little coffins, all kinds of stuff is in those Alagbo market. But I went to a lady called Mrs. Adewale, and if you remember Mrs. Adewale well, there was a woman I videotaped. I didn't show her face. She was buying one kind of leaf, a very big leaf. They were taking that leaf to South Africa, and they paid 25,000 for that leaf. In those days, that's a lot. It's just like a bunch of Ewedu at 25,000. They said it's some kind of, I said it's a healing, something for healing. Said they want to use it for juju. Imagine. So I called her, and I asked her. I said they were delivering a snail from a garden. Snails are invasive pests. In America, you wouldn't even have them. They kill them because they destroy the vegetation in Florida. So if this guy actually went to some kind of garden, you know those side street gardens, they sell flowers and everything. You can breed snails in there because once it's rain, everything's fine. But one single snail, Mrs. Adewale said it's going to be used for rituals. That's what she told me. I mean, Uber drivers are delivering a lot too. Go to Ghana. In Accra, we're talking about that. Young girl, Bolts riders, they're delivering so much drugs. And it's been controversial because Ghana has legalized marijuana for medicinal use, and the growers will be shipping it to the people that be using it in their clinics, but also the growers are shipping it to celebrities who are smoking it in their houses and all that stuff. So there's a lot of drugs moving. That's an Accra, Ghana thing. But back to Nigeria, we don't know what our dispatch riders or drivers are delivering, but almost every Uber service has a delivery service, food, Uber food, Bolt food, all that. But this came with a car. Okay, they used the car. They didn't want to use a rider. And it was in the evening, and a snail, one snail. So which takes me to Alex. Honorable Alex, what are you using one snail for? A snail is invasive. You're not using it to breed more or to do something in your garden. It's for juju now. Can you just tell Nigerians? Honorable Alex, it's for diabolical purposes. Am I correct? Like I said, my own Agbo lady. Okay, that lady makes a lot of good agbo, and she made this cream and soap. You guys remember I videotaped all this stuff while she was making the cream and soap for my son, and all the rashes went away. But they also sell a lot of this stuff. And she told me like one single snail is used for juju rituals. Alex, are you trying to do rituals on one of your fellow lawmakers? What is it? Because this stuff is going out of control. Okay, you heard the Uber driver. The poor man has no voice. I'm a daughter of a high-ranking politician in Nigeria. My father has served 51 appointments in 64 years of Nigeria, and I can tell you how powerful I am. I don't have to boast. But poor people in Nigeria have no voice. If not for people like VDM and others, you know what I mean? Look at the Diabolical now. You sprayed him with water and hosed him up when he went to protest from me during the Biomi case. 4 people were protesting, concerned Nigerian, all this stuff. Now he's an attorney, human rights lawyer, and everything. Shout out to Deji for that petition. Yes, petition the IGP. Honorable Alex, there's no way around it. You need to be arrested, charged, released on bail, and go to court. There's no way. I'm going to every embassy. I'm going to write a piece, and I'm going to send it to every embassy, every diplomatic mission, the State Department in Washington, the Home Office in UK. You are in trouble. And you can't get away with this one. Okay, I'm Dr. Kemi. Okay, I live outside Nigeria. No one knows where I live. There's a reason for that. I don't want anything to do with any nonsense, any intimidation, nothing. Almost every journalist that's supposed to be reporting this doesn't even live in Nigeria anymore, just waking up in their locations and all that. Nigerians, thanks a lot, okay? Don't forget to support my work, people. Today's 250 donation, 250 Naira crowdfunding, okay? 2007-477-948, First Bank. Donate to investigative journalism, donate to independent journalists, donate to people who are working independently, because the mainstream media does not care about you. Okay, they're working for the politicians and the businessmen, their owners. I'll tell you like it is. Thanks for watching. It's the 28th of October, 2024. Time in Nigeria now is, I'm trying to calculate it, 14:47, approaching 3 p.m. Thanks.